to another episode of ShadowFiles Top 6. Tonight we're going to look at 6 videos. This video right here, this first video is showing what appears to be a gnome and a girl. The video came from Vietnam. This is a village up in northern Vietnam, and it shows what appears to be a gnome running away from a girl, then the girl running away from the gnome. Now, this happened, and this is I guess their driveway or their patio area. We see a gate, we see a small fence or a wall and a fence, I'm not sure, but anyways, the gnome sees her, runs away, goes over this wall or fence, goes around behind this gate, and as soon as you saw that, as soon as the girl got close to it, it chucked something at her. Now, it could be some sort of projectile. I don't know if the gnomes have developed technology. Perhaps they use some sort of projectile weapon, or, you know, considering it's a gnome, it's probably some sort of magic. Perhaps it's using a potion. It chucked a potion at her, or perhaps it is some type of projectile. Perhaps it could even be like a magic spell. I'm not sure. But regardless, this is the first time I've ever seen a gnome actually attack a person. Now, gnomes, they don't like being found out. They don't like being discovered by humans, so they'll try to do anything to get away from the human. And if they need to, they will defend themselves, okay? If they have to defend themselves, they will. Next video we have here is what appears to be a crawler or some sort of underground creature. Perhaps a reptilian, perhaps a gray. I don't know what to call this one. This is, I guess, like a subway reptilian or subway gray. I'm not sure what to call it, but here it is. You can see him looking back. This looks to be like underground tunnels, maybe from underground railroad, underground train station. But what you can see is the street level and an opening here that's showing underground and the darkness underground. But out of that, you can see this creature or humanoid has glowing eyes, what appears to be gray skin, and it's very evil looking. This could be even like a demonic entity or something. But like, I've talked about underground reptilians, underground greys, because you see these, well, now they want to call them Crypto-Terrestrials. If you guys have been looking at the news, basically what they're saying now is that they're admitting that, you know, they're not necessarily, these creatures aren't necessarily from outer space. They're not from another planet. They're now, basically, I think it was Harvard, they're admitting to basically there being such a thing as Crypto-Terrestrials, which are just, you know, they inhabit the earth underground. Basically everything I've been saying, they're here, they've been living with us. And basically, if you look back at my channel, I've always posted stuff about underground crawlers, mole people, and the crawlers. Now, the crawlers, to me, what I can conclude, or now my thesis is that the crawlers are actually, underground humanoids, which are feral, much like the feral ghouls, for instance, from Fallout, right? But in Fallout, it's due to radiation. Underground crawlers basically may have been human. Okay, they go underground. They either escape from an underground base, and or are doing eating just from eating carcasses, eating other humans, and not being exposed to sunlight. They become feral. Okay, so that's what this could be. That's as far as the crawlers goes. Now, all these theories are my own personal theories. If you look back at my channel, I have many different clips and shorts, especially of crawlers, and they do come from underground. Now, there's not just crawlers, there's also the Greys. The Greys have underground bases and colonies, and what many people don't know, my own personal thesis is that the Greys are extremely communist. Okay, so they don't like to stray from whatever their agenda is. So once, a Grey, say one of the Greys decides to go against the agenda, that Grey may be exiled or imprisoned. And because they become imprisoned, some of them end up escaping. Okay, it's very rare, but in many cases what we see are people running into Greys underground in a cave, or even finding the remains of Greys in a cave. And what happens is that, well, once they escape the underground base, they get lost underground. Okay, there's tunnels underground. They get lost down there. They don't know exactly where they're going. And basically, anytime any one of these Greys decides to leave the base, or they default, they may also be exiled to another part of the underground caverns where they're most likely imprisoned. That's where I'm guessing they're escaping from. Okay, think of that video game Oddworld, and how all of those little creatures are kind of enslaved down there. But with the Greys, it's more of an agenda that they have. Okay, the Greys have a lot of technology, and they have a plan, and they like every Grey to be the same. Okay, you're not supposed to default from the Grey agenda. So that's what happens is when humans come across one of these Crypto-Terrestrials is what they're calling them now. It's because one of those Greys escaped. Okay, there's also reptilians underground. This could be a reptilian, but it doesn't really look like a reptilian. But either way, it is something, right? Something is underground. The person is recording, looking at an opening from what may be train tracks or something, or the subway. Like I was saying, I might call this one like the subway reptilian or the subway crawler. But these things are real. Okay, humanity is witnessing a lot more paranormal activity, and we're coming across a lot more cryptids. And there's so much more UFO activity. People are seeing ghosts and, unexplained aerial phenomena. I think it's almost as if the rift between the physical world and the spiritual world is beginning to glitch. Okay? That's literally what it seems like. Something, I don't know if it's due to CERN, I don't know if it's due to, basically the Antichrist coming back. I have no freaking idea. But things are getting crazier every day. There's more and more. I mean, it could be that more people have cameras nowadays. But definitely strange things are going on. So strange that, check out this video. This video is of what appears to be some sort of, well, this is a building, and this is either in Mexico or I think somewhere in South America, I'm not sure. But you can see that there's people outside of this building recording. It seems to be maybe a residential building, and there's people outside recording, looking up at this window, and they see someone going back and forth. You see someone going back and forth? I'm pointing underneath. Look at that. It just went back this way, went back that way, went back this way. Whoa. Okay, it's doing it. It's doing it almost at a super. It's like superhuman speed. The way this thing is moving. If we look, it does appear to be a person with long hair and wearing a white robe or maybe a nightgown. Maybe it's a girl. Kind of reminds me of that movie The Ring. But just look at the supernatural speed. Look, it just went that way. Now it just went that way. And it just went that way. She's gonna speed up. Going back that way again. Back that. Did you see how fast it went that way? Look, whoa, look at that. Whoa. You see that? Look at that. Went back this way. Went back that way. Okay, whoa, went back this way. Whoa, what the hell was that? You see, this is, what is it doing? Do you see what's going on here? It appears to be some sort of supernatural occurrence. That's supernatural speed. No human is that quick. Okay? What would be the purpose of a human just going back and forth, running back past, back and forth, back and forth? Now, this kind of reminds me, I've seen other clips of like this airplane terminal, where it was hooked up to a plane, or no, it wasn't hooked up to a plane. And then, but you could see people inside where there was no one supposed to be in there. Also seen this other video of a school bus that was empty, and you could see children running inside, but literally there was just like shadows running back and forth, but they weren't real. So I don't know if this is some sort of new phenomena going on, but look at that speed. It's crazy. Okay, what is she doing? And it's freaking the people out. They're recording it. Even there, did you guys see that there was a dog? So there's even a dog in this video. The dog, where is it? Here's the dog. Now, even the dog is looking up at the window. You see the dog? Even the dog is freaked out. Even the dog doesn't know what the hell is going on, okay? And if look at it, if you see this dog, this actually looks like it might be a type of pit bull or something. So if a pit bull is scared of what's going on up there, then that means it's serious, okay? That means it's something serious, because dogs know stuff, and cats too. All sorts of our pets, our animals, they know of this, that the supernatural, and it freaks them out. Okay, so not sure what's going on, but it definitely seems very strange. Next video we got here is some sort of sea creature. You see how long it is? And the people are recording, and the people are beginning to freak out, and they're trying to get away from it. They don't know what the hell it is. Here it is again, but you can't really see it because of that. Let's go back towards where you can see the whole thing. But yeah, it's very long, okay? Now, as of now, this is either an undiscovered species or it's some sort of sea monster. Like some sort of, I don't know what it looks like. It kind of looks like a shark in the beginning, but with like a very long tail. Maybe another fin over here. Also might be like a manta ray, but with an extremely long tail. Either way, it's uncategorized, it's undiscovered, whatever it is. Now, I've heard of many people encountering strange creatures. This, by the way, this is off of the Crimea coastline, I think, near Ukraine. And that whole sea, basically the Black Sea, people see these types of, they have seen these types of creatures before, but they don't know what it is. Look, I'm trying to find creatures that would, animals that look, or fish that look just like it, but no, I mean, this is the longest tail on manta ray that I could find. And this isn't even close to as long as whatever that was. Let's keep looking here. I got other pictures. It might be more like a shark, more like this, but like with a long tail. Now, this isn't even real. This is just somebody's depiction of like a sea monster or something. It might look like this, or maybe I was thinking something like this. This isn't real either, but you know, something like this that we don't know. We haven't even discovered it, of what it could be. Maybe something like this. This right here is kind of like a manta ray, but it's also, kind of looks like a shark. But it has the fin and then another fin over here, but I guess the fin would be like over here in that sea creature, and a very long tail, and maybe another fin in the back. This is called the guitar fish. This is like the closest thing I could, this and the manta ray are like the closest thing that I could find that even looks like it. But as you guys can see, it's very long, and it doesn't seem to be like any known aquatic animal that we know of. Okay. So, that's very strange. Now, check this other video out. This next video is from Argentina. And this is a popular tourist destination with waterfalls and stuff. It's called, Nelkis Saltillo Las Nelkis. Okay, and then this, if you guys didn't see where the paranormal or whatever, if you guys didn't catch what I wanted to show you in this video, did you see it? You missed it? It's another gnome. Another gnome, okay? You see, here it is. And it runs past and nobody notices it. In fact, nobody noticed it while they were there. These are the tourists. It wasn't until they played the video back later that they were able to spot it. Now, here, I'm gonna try to like pause where it is. It's right here. Now the gnomes, they do live underground, but they come up. Sometimes they like to, you know, shower near the rivers and waterfalls, but they don't like when humans are around. And so anytime they see a human, they try to get away from them. if you can tell right here, like this is a girl. Let's say she's probably like 5 feet tall. Here we got people maybe 5'8". Well, let's use this girl as an example because the girl is close to the gnome. So here is the gnome, and here is the girl. Now the gnome isn't that far back. It's like right over here. It appears to be a female gnome, but I'm not sure. So this gnome would be like maybe 2 feet tall or something, like right around here, right where the this girl's leg is, right here below her knee. That's literally how tall that gnome is, right up to her knee. Okay, and the gnome maybe was sunbathing or something, and she was startled, and she decided to run away. Now, if that was a regular human, it wouldn't be trying to get away from them, okay? That's not a little person, that's not even a child, that's not... It's a cryptid, it's a gnome, guys. It's like these gnomes sometimes, they even appear to be kind of like pygmies, but even smaller than any pygmies that we know of, that we've discovered, because these would be a new class of pygmy that are so small, and they are never usually seen. Okay, they're never. It's hard to find them. They hide. They have a very good ability to hide from humans, almost like Bigfoot. Bigfoot, as we know, Bigfoot's real, but Bigfoot is always hiding. Okay, the Bigfoots are always hiding. They blend in with nature. They don't like humans, and whenever a human's around, they try to get away. They hide, and they're very good at it. Okay, that's the only reason we barely have any footage of Bigfoots. But, you know, just thought I'd share that one.
It looks like something, some kind of object. That's liquid in the air. It's hard to tell. It's pretty small. I cannot see it out there with my eyes. I can see something. I can't tell if it's metallic or what. Looking outside, it's kind of like a blackish, I want to call it like a container. I can't really tell though what the shape is. It's almost like a octagonal shape, I'm going to call it a balloon, because I want to see strings hanging down below, but I don't see anything below it. It's pretty small, I don't know, the size of like a balloon or something.
This last clip I have are 2 UFOs or UAPs. They're basically, I mean, they're not really not identified, but I guess they aren't identified. But to me, you know, they look like 2 flying saucers, you know, for lack of a better term, but they definitely look like craft. They don't look like other unexplained aerial phenomena. Like, for instance, a lot of times when you look up at the sky and you see a UFO, sometimes it's just like, for instance, ball lightning, for example. Lightning can form into a ball, and sometimes what we see up in the sky is just ball lightning, you know, just some sort of light that doesn't necessarily have to be craft. In this case, this is one of the best UFO videos of them up close, of flying saucers that I've ever seen up close, because this is actual craft, and this is actually very good footage. These are fighter jets, would appear to be maybe F-16s, I'm not sure, F-22s, I don't know, but they seem to be startled. They seem to not know what it is. Now, this information of these craft isn't really disclosed to every single person in the military or the Navy or you know, or the Air Force. So they don't know what they are. They're trying to describe, you know, what they're seeing. But these are actually, these crafts function with, they're basically performing electromagnetic propulsion, okay? These things are craft that use electromagnetic, they have electromagnetic properties, and it's a type of electromagnetic propulsion, which these things could move quickly from side to side if they felt like it. They could disappear. They could fly at, very fast speeds. And so this stuff, these craft, our government still doesn't want to tell us what they are. They want to tell us that they don't know what they are, they're unexplained. Now they're saying there's Crypto-Terrestrials that could be using these. They do. The Greys use these. And there's also reptilians that have craft. But, well, the reptilian craft don't look like this. But this looks more like a gray type of flying saucer. But also humans and governments. I would assume that these craft belong to some type of government in the world. It could be the United States or another power of the world, because and the thing is, like, the government's very secretive about these, because say the blueprints of these craft got out, right, and another government tried to make these craft, that would challenge the United States, and that's very bad, okay, according to our government. Our government does not like to be challenged by anyone, so that is why they're not telling us exactly what they are, but that's what I'm here for. That's what ShadowFiles is for, okay? This is me explaining to you guys what they won't tell you, okay? That's why, I'm showing you guys this and really trying to explain it, but, we'll see. Maybe they will release the truth about whatever the hell's going on with the craft, but I doubt it, I really do. Anyways, that's all for tonight's episode. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment. And I'll catch you guys next time. ShadowFiles out.